Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Hope you are okay on that side of the screen. And today, once again, with the Asus F15, but today for the full review. Now, we have recorded quite a few videos, so I'll leave some links right over here on the YouTube cards, and if they will not fit all there, I will leave some links down below. We did the unboxing on my Portuguese channel, so you can check that out in Portuguese. We also upgraded the memory and the SSD. We optimized for video editing. We took it to the beach. I think I only did that in the Portuguese channel. We also tested out with the external GPU. We compared with the desktop for video editing, and then finally with a triple display setup, which was really cool. I did compare with the other two Macs and also the Asus, so check that out, all those videos, because a lot of fun testing out this device. Now today I want to share with you some of the main features that it has, and at the end also some gaming results which I haven't shared already. Now, in terms of the design, first of all, it is thin. They call it super thin, and I do agree with that, because if I saw this laptop without knowing the specifications, without reading anything, and without having stickers right over here, my thought would be, well, this laptop is thin, so it doesn't have a dedicated GPU. But it has an RTX 3060, and there is another model which is above this one, which has the RTX 3070. This is just awesome, having this design with the hardware that's inside. It's a laptop that I can carry, I can take anywhere. It's easy to travel, easy to manipulate, so it's elegant. It has the design turf right over here. It's patent, really nice. It has a backlit keyboard right over here with 3 levels of intensity, which we can turn it off. The keys are very comfortable. It has really nice plastics. In terms of specifications, Intel i7-11330H, 11th generation, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD with the RTX 3060. We can, as I said, go for the 3070. We can go for the superior model, of course, with a 3070. Has a 1080 screen with a refresh rate of 144 Hz. But if we plug in a external monitor, like I did through the Thunderbolt 4 to DisplayPort, we can go up to 240 Hz at 2K or 120 Hz at 4K, which is just awesome. In terms of battery, it will last you for a whole day. If you are just browsing the web, emails, Word documents and things like that, you will have no problems reaching the 13 to 14 hours without any issues whatsoever. On the other side, if you play games, then it will blast your battery in no time. And no time, I'm talking about 4-5 hours, depending on the game that you are playing, depending on the mode. But it has a charger with fasting charger capabilities, so from 0 to 50%, it will take only 30 minutes, which is just awesome. And if we use the Thunderbolt 4 connection right over here, which accepts power as well, we can take it with a power bank and have a lot of battery without electricity. So if you take it to the beach like I did with a portable solar battery, you will have a lot of sound. I would say that it's not a feature that stands out more, but it's a balanced sound, it's clear and it's clean audio, so that is great. It has an interesting feature, which is the capability of noise cancellation on any input that we put, like for example a microphone. Now, in terms of the cooling system, it works really nice, and you will hear the fans. Not at this moment, it is completely stopped, as you cannot hear. Once you start pushing from it in terms of gaming or video editing, then you will hear the fans, because the cooling system is really effective and nice. It will keep it cool. I would suggest to use a headphone set if we are playing games, so that you can immerse on your game. But if you want to know how it is displayed inside, just check out the video where we did the upgrade on the SSD and the memory, which you will see the layout of the fans and so on. Really well designed and really nice. Now, in terms of connectivity, we'll find here on the right hand side the Kensington lock, 2 USB type A 3.2 generation 1, and on the left hand side you will have the power input jack, Ethernet gigabit, HDMI 2.0B, which will go up to 4K at 60 Hz or 2K at 120 Hz, one USB A 3.2 generation 1, and a Thunderbolt 4 with a DisplayPort 1.4. So I did connect to the AOC gaming monitor that I'm testing out, which is the Agon Pro, and it will go up to 2K at 240 Hz, which which is the maximum of the display, but it will go up to 4K at 144 Hz if you connect to a compatible display. And of course, we can connect a lot of devices via Thunderbolt 4, like fast external SSDs. We can also connect external GPUs if you want to go to that route, and that is great. And then finally, we have also a microphone audio output jack, so it's a combo right over here. Now, in terms of the software that it brings a lot of stuff, but as one which is interesting, the Armor Crate, which probably you already know it, and you will have the control of all the operations that the computer is doing. You will find temperatures, frequencies, the fans, and all the statistics of everything right over there in a dashboard. You will also be able to change the modes that it has available. It's for Windows, Silence, Performance, and Turbo, but we also can do that with shortcuts right over here on the keyboard. So if you want to change from silence to turbo because you want to be able to have the desktop at its full performance, then you can. If you want to save battery, then just put it on silent and you will be able to do with just the shortcuts or the software. Now, in terms of gaming, really quickly, we started with one benchmark at the time that I did the eGPU tests, just for reference. And after that, I did play around with Forza Horizon 5, which is a game that I really enjoy. In Ultra, we will be able to get 60 to 80 frames per second, no issues whatsoever. So I would say an average of 70 more or less. Far Cry, the benchmark on the high settings, we will get 63 frames per second. Then I played Fortnite, and on Epic we will be able to get 50 to 70 frames per second. On high we will get a little bit more, 70 to 90. So I would say that this is a nice result right over here. Depending if you want more frames per second, then you will have to lower a little bit more the settings. If you are okay with these, which I do believe that you will have a nice experience, then just great. On Immortals Phoenix Rising, which is a game that I really enjoy, we got on very high an average of 57 frames per second, so the gameplay is just really nice. And I did play quite some time on this game, which has a really nice story. And then I went to Watch Dogs Legion, getting 50 to 60% frames per second on the high setting. I did play more on the dead section, which we have to kill zombies and things like that, dead stuff. And then I went to Battlefield 2042. Now this is a very intensive game, really heavy. The results that I got on high were 50 to 60 frames per second, but playing on maps with 64 to 128 players, sometimes it's really intensive. So you will see 50, 60, but it does drop sometimes to 40 when it's really, really intensive, but there are no miracles there. The thing that I would suggest is that this laptop is completely capable of playing all these games and other titles which are really heavy without any issues whatsoever. Probably you will tweak here and there if you want more frames per second or if you want more quality, but if you need more performance than this, then you will have the model above, which has the 3070, and it will give you a little bit more. Now, the only game that I saw dipping out was Battlefield 2042, but that is a game really, really heavy. There are no miracles. If you play with the desktop, the result will not be much different than that, because we have tested and the results are a little bit better, but no miracles. And guys, hopefully this video was helpful in some way, and if it was, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.